everyone, welcome to this episode of Bad Yogi Q&A. I am already losing my train of thought, so off to a good start. Okay, so today I'm gonna do kind of a rapid fire Q&A. I got a bunch of messages on Instagram this week and I just wanna bang through them. Okay, first question is from, I don't know this person's name. So we're gonna go, what made you realize that teaching yoga full-time was the right decision? It probably was a big leap and took lots of courage. So what made you decide to change careers once and for all? There were so many things that went into this decision, and yes, it was not an easy decision to come to. There were lots of tears, lots of anxiety and stress and worry and fear not only of what the outcome would be, but what people in my family would think, like, was this a right decision? Spoiler alert, most people kind of were mildly doubtful about whether or not this was a good idea, but ultimately I knew it was something I had to do. For me, it was once I decided that I was going to teach full-time, I took a long time to save up as much money as I possibly could to kind of ease the financial transition. So I am not the person that's gonna sit here and tell you to just leap, go for it, do it. The net will catch you. No, sometimes it doesn't. So plan as much as you can if you're gonna make a big jump like that. Putting a plan in place doesn't mean you're not trusting the universe or trusting fate, but putting a plan in place supports your destiny, I think. I came to that decision because it was something I knew I needed to do for my soul. I was miserable in my day job, in the financial industry. It was just not my place. I knew I wasn't supposed to be there. Teaching yoga and writing were the only things I genuinely loved to do and cared about. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to make this work. And I pieced it all together. Like I said, I had a plan and then I just executed. Okay, next question. This person says, what do you think about alcohol? I love it. Okay, no. I drink, not heavily or anything, but I love wine. I love the experience of drinking wine, the smell, pairing it with food. I really enjoy it. I don't drink every day. I don't think it's necessary to drink every day. I don't even fully buy these studies that say that you can drink 2 to 3 glasses of alcohol a day and still be fine. I don't believe in that. I think everything in moderation. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with alcohol. I think that anyone who has a sensitive or negative relationship with it should just steer clear. But yeah, I guess overall that's my answer. I don't think there's anything inherently bad about it, but I do think that we need to be responsible with drinking. Okay, next question is from Jessica, and she says, I'm gonna paraphrase here, she's thinking about teaching yoga, but is overthinking it, is afraid. How do you get over an obstacle like this to accomplish your goal and dreams? No matter what you decide to do, anything that's worth pursuing, anything that you genuinely care about, there's gonna be fear and a little bit of anxiety around that thing. And I think if anything, it is a little bit of a clue that that's the direction that you need to go in. Again, I think we only stress and worry about things we care about. And of course, when there's something that you want to do and there's a thing on the other side of that you want, you're gonna be a little anxious about it. And I think for me, whenever I get anxious about doing what I love, so when it's teaching in public, for example, like very nervous about speaking in public, I reframe my anxiety to excitement. So instead of sitting there before teaching and telling myself, oh my gosh, I'm so anxious, I am so anxious, I'm freaking out right now, I tell myself, I'm excited, I'm really excited to do this, can't wait, because anxiety and excitement are on the same spectrum, just on different ends of it. So the emotion is very similar, and if we can reframe our anxiety to excitement, then a lot of times that helps to get us past the first step, which is to just get started. So that's kind of the first thing I would say, is that accept the fact that anxiety and fear are part of pursuing what you want. And it's not gonna just go away. There's no way to make it stop. You just have to learn how to live with it, how to manage it, and more importantly, how to use it to your advantage. Okay, last question. Again, I'm going to kind of paraphrase. This person has an injury and is nervous to get back into doing yoga. She's allowed to, but it feels kind of anxious about it. Do you have any tips for getting back into yoga after an injury? Thanks so much. So honestly, once you get clearance from your doctor or whatever medical professional you're working with, I would say to be easy. I mean, I know that's not like revolutionary advice, but go easy in getting back into things. I know that it's kind of nerve-wracking to test the limits of your body when you've injured it. I'm constantly like nursing a weak shoulder, one that has an injury that flares up every once in a while, so I do understand. And I think the biggest thing is to go baby steps. It can feel discouraging because it feels like you're kind of starting back at the beginning, but understand that you're not. This is just your body communicating to you that it needed a bit of a rest, it needed to restore, and now that you're built back up, you can get back to what you like to do. So again, I know this isn't revolutionary advice, but I'm gonna tell you that your fears are normal, it's okay. Proceed with caution, take your time, be compassionate and loving with yourself, and you'll get back to where you ultimately wanna be. All right, so I think that's where I'm gonna end today's little rapid fire Q&A. As usual, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Remember, there's 3 ways to practice yoga with me on badyogi.com for all things free. My 8-week yoga program, PBYP, at perfectbodyyogaprogram.com, and of course inside the Bad Yogi Studio with a constantly growing library. And you can hit that up at studio.badyogi.com. Thank you guys again for hanging out. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you right back here next time.